Hey guys, and welcome to Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke Challenge. As you can see, I put Tesla in my party, and I grinded to get him to the same level as everyone else. Same with Max, I grinded to get him to the same level. I'm going to try to finish Mount Moon. In the last episode, we did a significant portion of Mount Moon, but there's still stuff to do. As far as the party, other than, Max and Tesla joining the party, there hasn't been much different. Everybody loves Max. He's the comedian of the group. He's the one that is always cracking jokes and keeping it light. Max likes to keep it light. Tesla's kind of I hesitate to use the word outcast, but he keeps to himself. He doesn't really talk. He's kind of whatever. The rest of the group like him. It's just he's not social. So, but they're both capable at what they do. Max more so than Tesla, but Tesla can hold his own so far. I meant to check in between episodes on when Tesla learns a grass attack, so I'll have to do that after I'm done with this. But for now, we just have to deal with the fact that there's lots of Zubats. But yeah, so we just have to deal with the fact that right now he does not have grass. He does not need to have grass at the moment. Got rare candy. Nice. Really? I have to go through this cave to get to Cerulean City? I would have never guessed. So, it's kind of surprising how many bug catchers you run into and for how long, because pretty much by now bug types are kind of useless. There are only two bug types in this game that are really worth anything, and that's Paris and Scyther. But that's because you don't get them till late in the game. By the time you get them, it's kind of like, well, I have this party already. Now don't get me wrong, if I run into a Pinsir, it'd be Pinsir in this game, I'm gonna catch it. Or try to catch it. But anyway, the other day I actually watched, I believe it was IGN, but it was someone playing a speedrun of the original Pokemon Blue, and they beat the game in 25 minutes. That is ridiculous. My first episode was 25 minutes. That's crazy. Now, they couldn't have done it with this game. Basically what they did is they used a couple different glitches to move quickly through the game. And then they used another glitch to access the game's code. I guess if you... I can't remember exactly how they did it, but they did a series of events which allowed them to access the code for the game in the items menu, and they just chose the correct code and it warped them straight to the Hall of Fame. It was pretty impressive, actually, so... They got to sell it on in like 10 minutes into it, maybe 15 minutes into it, and it was interesting to watch. If you haven't seen it, you should look that up. But I just this Bellsprout is wrecking me up. There we go. I have to be at work soon, and I'm kind of feeling bleh today, but it's gotten worse at work. They brought in 2 people from another department to help us from being 3 people down, and then they hired another guy who only wanted to work 20-something hours. Well, we couldn't work him 20-something hours because we were so short, so he ended up quitting, and the 2 people they brought from another department, they knew weren't going to be working past August. They knew that they were going back to school in mid-August, and they didn't do any other hiring. So, we're back to 3 people short. They did hire one more person, but he's... but, I don't know, I'm frustrated. I'm irritated, it's hard trying to... I'm killing myself working there, and then it's kind of causing this channel to suffer, which is, man, Pikachu is taking damage, which is kind of frustrating, a little irritating. I don't know. And Rocket's defeated. I do not remember this cave being this long. In all honesty, I remember it being a very short cave. Maybe it's because I'm playing a Nuzlocke and I'm not just bulldozing through it like I normally do. Maybe that's the reason it's taking a little bit longer. But I feel like, yeah, this is the 3rd episode I've been doing this cave. I started doing the cave 2 episodes ago, but I didn't get very far. I only faced like 2 trainers. Hey, Grace. I only faced like 2 trainers before having to end the episode, and then all of last episode was dedicated to this cave. And then this episode, I believe. So yeah, this would be the 3rd episode which I'm in this cave, which kind of makes me nervous about Rock Cave, or even Victory Road. Victory Road's gonna be rough. Because Victory Road is very, very long. It's a long haul. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm getting to Victory Road because this is a Nuzlocke, anything can happen. But still, I mean, wow. So, this and the Robotech Battle Cry are definitely going to be longer. Well, maybe not Robotech Battle Cry. This will definitely be longer if I get to the Elite Four. It'll definitely be longer than my Link's Awakening playthrough. I don't know about Battle Cry. I don't know if it'll be longer. It's already a third of the way there. I'm just now starting chapter 3. So I guess it'll probably be longer. So I'm just getting started. There's 6 chapters, and chapter 3, 4, and 5 are rather long. And then chapter 6 is, I believe chapter 6 is 4 levels, just like, maybe it's 4 to 6 levels. So, yeah, it's gonna be rough. That one, though, I will complete. Like I said, I can't promise anything with this, because Nuzlocke's are pretty difficult. It doesn't seem like it so far, because I've had tons of luck. I mean, ridiculous amounts of luck in this game. But luck runs out. I'm still bracing myself. I am still bracing myself for that moment when I lose my first Pokemon. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna lose. Even if I win the game, I'm gonna lose Pokemon along the way. And that's nerve-wracking. I'm hoping to keep Zor and Max, definitely. Because they will be electric types, and yeah, electric types in general are crucial for the Elite Four. Flying types for pretty much the entire game are crucial. So I'm just hoping that I can keep these guys, those 2 guys at least, healthy. Oh, it's the Raticate, isn't it? Oh man. I hated this guy in the original games. Could never get that Raticate. It would be the first Raticate you run into. Man. Hyper Fang, Raticate, just nope. Later in the game that would be a laughable combination, but this early in the game it wrecks you bad. Alright, oh, 2 Pokemon. Does he not have the Raticate? Is that just the original games? I really hope so. Yeah. You're poisoned, son! We can still use Hyper Fang now. Come on. Come on, okay. Okay, good. No Hyper Fang. And he's dead. Good. See what I mean? I've been lucky. And I don't know why. Normally I have like the worst luck in the world. But so far it's not been too bad. I cannot wait for Tesla to learn a frickin' grass move. Come on. It'd be great if it was Absorb. If that was the grass move I learned, boom. Done. Come on, just Die, Sandshrew, just die! See, that's a good Nuzlocke strategy. Sand attack a couple times, defense curl, and then just go to town. That's not my play style. Which is why I'm surprised I'm having as much success as I'm having. This is my play style is just attack, 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 attack. And I'm surprised it's working so well in this challenge. Come on. I can't wait till gold and silver when I do a Nuzlocke for those. Because I'm having a Crobat on my team. I love Crobat. And let's face it, more likely than not, at some point I'm gonna catch a Zubat. That's just inevitable. Come on, there we go. Oh my goodness. I'm almost to the end. Come on. Guys, this episode might go on a little long. It's getting towards the end of where I'd like to be. Hi. But I really want to get out of this cave this episode. So, however long it takes to get out of this cave, that's how long it's going to be. This episode's going to be that long. And there's a rocket guy. Heal up. Alright. The other way I like to play Pokemon is I like to try to catch them all. So I will, any new Pokemon that I see I like to catch. So that's also how Nuzlocke's kinda, I don't like not being able to catch a Pokemon. But I figured this would probably be more entertaining for you guys than than the way I like to play. Because the way I like to play, it's fun for me, but it wouldn't be fun to watch for you guys. And once again, luck plays into my favor somehow. Somehow, I don't know why. Not sure how, but that was very lucky. And that was also very lucky. Come on, Marcus. Take this jerk out. Oh yeah. Bad move, Rat-Tat. Karate chop! But, yeah, so it's, this and a speedrun are much better watches, but, I'm not a speedrunner. I get why people want to speedrun. I'm fully aware. I've never been interested in learning all that stuff. I was for a little bit, when I had a Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. I tried learning how to speedrun and doing that so I could get all the cool rewards in those games for speedrunning. And it just didn't, one, I couldn't do it, and two, it didn't feel natural to me. It just didn't feel, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't interested in it. Even though I wasn't. Like, I tried it, I couldn't feel it, I didn't feel it, so I stopped. There's a couple interesting speedruns, though, that I've watched. I've mentioned the Pokemon Blue, also Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. There's an interesting speedrun where you kind of adjust yourself in a way that when you side jump into Goma's door, instead of going into Goma's room, you go into the castle tower. And at the very end of the game. So you're playing the castle tower level at the end of the game as young Link. And then you can beat Ganon with the Kokiri sword. The Kokiri sword, guys. Nothing's better than that sword. Nothing at all. Actually, the Kokiri sword isn't even around anymore. It's now the canonically, it is now the Gilded Sword, because in Majora's Mask they reforged it. I'm torn. Speaking of Zelda, I'm torn between whether or not Majora's Mask is my favorite or Wind Waker. It's between those two, and I go back and forth at times. At times, Majora's Mask is my favorite. Other times, Wind Waker is. I've not played Link Between Worlds or Triforce Heroes yet. Although I'm not really super interested in Triforce Heroes. I'm more. Let's see. Do that. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. He's going at it. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Quick attack. Now, he should be done, right? Yep, he's done. Sorry guys for the silence. I was trying to think of which fossil I wanted, so I could choose it ahead of time. Let's heal up Tesla real quick. And I have made my decision on which fossil I'm going to choose. Because it's not actually a big decision. I don't normally... Helix Fossil is the first fossil I ever got, but nowadays it's not the first fossil I take. I mean, it's not really going to matter too much just because at the moment I have water type, and I wouldn't be able to get the Pokemon, I'm not going to spoil it, the Pokemon that's inside the Helix Fossil. Until towards the end of the game, and even when I get it, it's like level 25 or something ridiculous like that. So it's probably not going to appear in this Nuzlocke challenge anyway. But it's there for whoever is interested. That's the fossil I chose. We are finally out of that cave, guys. In the next episode, we are going to do the Nugget Bridge challenge, and maybe a little bit more, I don't know, maybe we'll get to Bill. But that's for the next episode. This episode is now done, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.